Seriously?
Hey guys, and welcome to another tactics video with myself, 6+ Stevo. In the last one, we looked at the looters. Now I'm sorry, that video was over 2 months ago now. And yeah, I know I've kept you gits waiting for quite a while. I do apologise. But look, we're here now, so hopefully all is forgiven. And in this one, we're taking a look at the Burna Boyz. The Burna Boyz come in at 60 points for 5. At least that's 4 Burna Boyz and 1 spanner. You can increase to 8 Burna Boyz and 2 spanners for 120 points. And their stat line is as follows. Movement 6 inches, toughness of 5, a 5+ save, 1 wound, leadership 7+, and an objective control of 1. So they are, for all intents and purposes, boys. But these boys have burners, and burners are very good. Let's take a look. So yeah, as I was saying, you get 4 Burna Boyz and 1 spanner. Now, the Burna Boyz are all equipped with burner and cut-in flames, and every spanner is equipped as standard with a close combat weapon and a big shooter. So let's cover the burners first, because that's what we're here to look at, isn't it? The burner has the ignores cover special rule and torrent special rule. Torrent means that it automatically hits its target, and ignores cover, well, we know what that does, the clue's in the title. It has a range of 12 inches, D6 attacks, which is very nice, because I remember a few editions ago they used to get D3 attacks, which was... it wasn't great, but yeah, back to D6 attacks, so we like that. Ballistic skill is non-applicable because it automatically hits. It has a strength of 4, no AP, and 1 damage. So yeah, stat line is basically like shooter stat line, strength of 4 and damage of 1 with no AP. But the big benefit they have is the fact that they automatically hit with D6 shots. And I mean, that's good for any faction, but for orcs, that's really good because we're usually hitting on 5s. We're used to most of our stuff missing, so the fact that the stuff just automatically hits, anything that auto hits for orcs is just a massive win and a big plus for this unit. And then with their cut-in flames, they've got some really nice close combat capabilities here as well. They get 2 attacks, weapon skill 4+, yeah, strength 4, yeah, but AP -2 with 1 damage, and it's that AP -2 that is absolutely beautiful. That's going to pack a nice punch when these boys charge in, especially to Marines or something with tough armor. So yeah, the Burna Boyz, we really like that. The fact that they're automatically hitting, they got that good 12-inch range. Do you remember when burners and things always used to be like a 9-inch range, but now they're 12 inches? It really does make the difference, especially if you're able to sort of like deep strike and things like that. But not that that would really come into effect with the Burna Boyz. You're probably more likely to put these guys into the old truck and do the old Burny bus with them. But yeah, what you want to be doing with these guys is getting them up close and personal, torching them with the flames, and then charging in and finishing them off with the cut-in flames. I would just put a slight air of caution, though, with these. If you want to be ensuring that they're in combat, you've got to be careful, because I think the burners could be so effective that you could end up killing too much of the unit, or potentially even wiping a unit out and then not being able to charge in. Especially if you've got a wily opponent who's taking those casualties off from the front. Your shooting may be so effective that you're unable to charge, and that's going to upset the boys, isn't it? Because they're going to want to get in and do some crumping as well as burning stuff. But yeah, so the Burna Boyz themselves are really good, and then of course they're backed up by the mech. Now he comes equipped with the big shooter. Yeah, look, I love big shooters. I think they're really cool. Lore-wise, I think they're cool. The miniatures for big shooters, I think, are really cool. Big shooters just look cool. I love everything about them, but they are lacking somewhat in terms of statistics. So the big shooter is rapid fire 2, has a nice range of 36 inches. It gets 3 attacks, 5 if you're within that half range because of that rapid fire. Ballistic skill 5+, strength 5, which is nice, but no AP and 1 damage. Now, big shooters used to be really good in the game at one point, but there's so much toughness 5 now, and there's so many things with high armor, so many things with multiple wounds, that big shooters, they're just not that great, really. And when he's got the option to swap that out for a custom Mega Blaster or a rocket launcher, nobody's not taking that deal. Everyone's swapping this Gitz weapon out for a custom Mega Blaster or a rocket launcher. But which option were you going to go for? We've been over this before in the looters video. The custom Mega Blaster and the rocket launcher, I think, are both really, really good weapons. And I think it really is subjective, because I think they're both great. I use quite a lot of both in my army, and I find both of them very, very effective. The custom Mega Blaster obviously has the hazardous keyword, so it is a risky weapon. It's got 24-inch range, 3 attacks, ballistic skill 5+, a beautiful strength 9, a beautiful AP of -2, and a lovely D6 damage. So it has the potential to put out some serious punch and serious power, but you do have to weigh it up with that risk with the hazardous rule. Now, the rocket launcher comes with the blast keyword. That's really nice, especially if you're shooting into large mobs and things. That's going to net you some good results, and it's going to give some. It's just going to help, along with the burners, making this unit like really good for like clearing out hordes and large mobs of things, large squads. That's going to be really effective. It also has a 24-inch range. It gets D3 attacks, so not quite as good as the custom Mega Blaster in that respect. But then remember, you do have that blast keyword. So if you're shooting in large mobs, that's not going to affect you too negatively. Ballistic skill 5+, strength 9, just like the custom Mega Blaster, and AP -2, just like the custom Mega Blaster, but with a flat 3 damage. Now, whether you think 3 damage or D6 damage is better, again, it's subjective. The 3 damage is nice just to get that really reliable damage that you just know it's doing 3 wounds. But the custom Mega Blaster's got that nice potential to do potentially 6 or potentially 1. So it's whether you like the reliability or whether you like taking the risk and having the random chance to be able to do some big damage. And then, of course, the spanner also comes with the close combat weapon, which is all shades of meh. But yeah, a really, really nice unit. 60 points, I think, is very fair for a small unit of 5. 120 for a unit of 10 is very good. Loading these boys into a truck or even potentially a battle wagon is going to net them good results, because I think you're going to want to protect these guys, because they are boys. They're going to die to a stiff breeze. You're going to want to keep them out of harm's way until you can get them in position. That's the tricky part about this unit. You're probably going to have to spend a few extra points getting them a vehicle to roll around in, or be very, very sneaky with them. Possibly bring them on from reserve is another good option later on in the game, especially if you hold on till like turn 3 and you can bring them on in those rear lines, because they've got a rather lovely ability which is called Pyromaniacs. Each time a model in this unit makes a ranged attack with a burner that targets an enemy unit within 6 inches, re-roll a wound roll of 1. So that's really nice. When they're getting in close with those burners and they're within that 6-inch range, not only are you automatically hitting, you're also re-rolling wound rolls of 1. It's going to make these burners really, really effective and reliable at what they do. But it gets even better, because if the target of that attack is also within range of an objective marker, you re-roll the entire wound roll instead. So again, it comes back to my point of bringing them on later on in reserve, or getting them in a truck down to one of those objectives that's being held. The enemy's rear line objective that they've probably got a chaff unit sitting on or something at the back of the board. Bring these burners on close range, toast them with the burners. You're getting automatic hits. You're re-rolling all those wound rolls. So you are going to be throwing out a lot of damage. Yes, it hasn't got any AP. They're going to be getting their armor saves, but then also they do ignore cover. So if stuff's in cover, they're going to be effective at that. The enemy unit's not going to be gaining any benefits from that. So overall, I think burners are really nice. They're a fragile unit. You're going to have to be cagey with them. You're going to have to be careful with them. But if you do that and you do get them in the right position at the right time and unleash the torrent of flames on the enemy, you're going to have a great time watching those Marines do the Burny dance. So, yeah, Burna Boyz, good stuff. We like them. So, with that done, it's time to reveal what we're going to be doing next time. Now, First of all, I promise I won't make you wait as long as last time. I'll get this one hopefully out to you within the next few days. But we've got a bit of an issue here because I put a vote up for my channel members to vote which data card they'd like me to do next, and the options were knobs, mega knobs, or flash gits. The trouble is, flash gits and mega knobs both won out with 50% of the vote each. So I'm in a bit of predicament here. Which one do I do? Tell you what, let's shuffle them up. So we've got them both here. We'll shuffle them up. I've got no idea which is which, and we'll take this one. So the next video we are doing is mega knobs. There you go. And look, it was flash gits, just in case anyone thinks I'm playing silly buggers. But yeah, so mega knobs next time, and we'll do flash gits after that. I'll see you on the next one, guys. This is 6 Plus Stevo, signing out.